Good morning, old Slick here. For the first time, gonna take a stab at closing this pool out. And what I've done, very first thing I gotta do is I gotta drain this water down below where the inlets come in. I thought I was gonna have to use a submersion pump, but you see my little rig I got set up here? Drain that water, didn't want that salt water going on my new sod, so figured that was the best way to do it. Got the pump running on low, and I think that's working pretty good. Yeah, I've taken all my eyelets off. I take the little eyes. This is where the water comes. I've got 6 places where the water comes in. I've taken the eyelets off, and I've got little, I've got some things I can screw in and plug those up. In the meantime, I've got to drop this water all the way down below that eyelet. Once I get that done, my intentions are to get my air hose up there, and I'm going to blow the water out of these lines. I'm going to blow the water out of this. Well, this is connected to one pipe, and all of these are connected to one pipe. And then my water feature, which is 1, 2, 3, my little waterfalls, they're connected to one pipe. So I'm going to got to get somehow figured out how to blow most of the water out of those. Okay, these items that I purchased to winterize with is I bought this kit from Pool Style, winterize kit. Treats to 30,000 gallons. My pool is 21,000. Probably be less after I take the water out, but I'm gonna put all this in there. Anyway, what comes with it is looks like a couple of things of shock, then some two things of pH buffer, and 2 things of scale control. And these are my 6 plugs right here. And that's my corgi and my Australian Shepherd. And these are little gizmos. I'm gonna explain about these a little bit more later. See this picture? They go in your skimmer like that, so that the water's gonna be below my skimmer when I get through. But if it rains and water happens to rain and water happens to get in there, and then it freezes, you know, when something freezes solid, you know, it spans out into the bus. And what those things do is the water it'll squeeze those instead of busting out my things. Also, another way to do that, and the reason I went and bought them, because it plugs the hole. I was gonna have to buy a plug to fit that, and I wasn't sure what size. A lot of people will take, just plug them, and then take the antifreeze, the 1 gallon antifreeze bottles, and stick them down in there. And usually like one there and one there if you have like 4. I've seen that on YouTube. Seems like a pretty cool idea. But I went ahead and just pulled the trigger on these, since they could also plug the hole. Okay, water's just about below my skimmer, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn my skimmers off. That water just come from the bottom of the pool. Okay, this is still draining. And I turned this on, this first time I did this, like I said, I did the plug right here, but I turned my pump on real low because there's pressure on this. I kind of bled the pressure a little bit on this, and I slowly unscrewed that, and I think it worked pretty good since I didn't have a lot of pressure on it. And draining right out. That's what I'm used to. That's the peak that's going to go on my roof. So hey, I'm getting 2 uses out of that. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, I've been blowing, I blew this line out, that line out. Now I'm blowing the line out where the drain is. Of course, I won't be able to plug that up, but I'll blow a bunch of air through there, and I'm gonna lock it out. Put a vapor lock on it right here. Okay, we got those 3 lines blown out. Now I'm gonna blow air up through here, turn this on. That's gonna go to my the main inlets. Blow those 6 inlets out, then I'm gonna switch it over, and that's gonna blow the water out of my water feature. All right, so you want to blow it out of my water features. All right, clearing them lines. That worked better than I thought it would. My pump's not running. It's pumping, it's pushing air through here, blowing that water out. Okay, with this one I got 6 returns. They all on the same pipe, so I plugged up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And at the last one down there, and all the water will run into that. See, it's still water's still coming out of there pretty good. But after this, I'll have all the water out. Okay, next part in this is there's a plug right here, then a plug on the back side, which I've placed in that basket. I took those off, the lid off. Now I've taken that plug out of there, and I got a socket, and I'm going to take this off. First thing I did, I made sure the air was bled off of this, and gonna open this thing up. I've never looked in here before. Okay, there's one of the 4 filters. Yeah, they needed to be cleaned. So, and before y'all start hating, earlier I said I've never taken this off before. I only ran this pool for about 3 weeks this summer. So, hey, it was time. Okay, I got 2 out of the 4 here. Kind of looking at it, I don't know if actually the color of those filters are brown or white. But I'm gonna wash one and make a comparison. Okay, I got all the filters clean. Got this all put back together. This was at the bottom of the thing it came out, so that's all I can figure where that went. But now the very last thing I have to do is clean this turbo cell. Now, I'm not going to do a video on that. There's a lot of videos on that, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it apart here, take it apart here. But if not, I'm just going to take it, clean it here, take it here, clean it here, and reinstall it. That's the last thing I have to do. And main thing, all my plugs go back in here. Now you're gonna tighten that up. Now, okay, we have finally got this pool covered. Got all the water treated. Got all the water purged out of the lines. Got them treated with RV antifreeze, and got the pump clean. Got all the filters out. Got everything done for the wintertime. So, hey, now time to do a little work over here. But I hope it's helped if you try to do this. Thanks for watching.